Day off in Kyoto, aboard at the
Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and the other night I had the absolute pleasure of seeing Phoebe Bridgers in Toronto, and wow, what an amazing show, what an awesome concert, but what a whole experience this was. So let's get into it, because along with this just being such an awesome concert and a great night, there was a lot of shit that happened. A lot of really batshit insane fans that brought so much more to the concert than it maybe needed. So I'll start by saying I arrived about like 6 o'clock, 6:30. I had issues with my train and so much shit leading up. The 2 hours before the concert was a panic attack, basically. But I met my friend in line. He had been waiting there for quite a while, but this line was unbelievable. The biggest I've ever seen, like easily. It looked endless from both sides. But regardless, we made it in, met some cool people in line. I got me and my sister some merch. Boom. Bro, this shirt is so crazy. I literally couldn't help. I wasn't planning, but oh my god. My poor sister got COVID a few days before the show, and I could not have felt worse about it. She basically put me on to Phoebe, and she got me these tickets as an early birthday present. So this video is dedicated to her. Also, she makes country music. You should check out her debut single, Salt, link in the description. Boom! Quick promo. Oh, also, while we were still in line, you can kind of see the stage just over the lake, and you literally saw, it was like fucking World War Z. Like, you could just see waves of people sprinting to the stage. So, got my merch, filled up my water, hit the porta potty, and we were good to go. Cloud, or maybe Claude, I don't know how you say their name, but they were the opener, and they were pretty awesome. Super cutesy, indie, kind of bedroom pop type of stuff, but it was super nice. Great set, really. They've got some really cute, real solid songs that were just real enjoyable, especially there. Not like too much to say, they just did a great job. Their song Soft Spot was the highlight for me, but there was quite a few moments where I'm like, yeah, it's real catchy, they're pretty solid. And I loved the green guitar that they were playing. That shit was beautiful. Now Phoebe had an immaculate set. Overall, it was phenomenal, really. Like fucking amazing. She had like a storybook theme kind of thing going throughout most of the songs, and it was so magical. I adored those visuals, and the lighting was perfect. It was such a beautiful vibe, such a perfect venue for it too, if you ask me. It was at Echo Beach. I saw Flume there just a week prior with some amazing openers, and I did a video on that as well. If you want, I talked a little bit more about the venue in general on there if you're interested at all. Phoebe and her whole band sounded amazing. Like, I gotta say right off the bat, I've never felt this way so strongly right after a show, but I am praying that Phoebe releases a live album. Phoebe and her whole band sounded amazing, and I've never felt this way so strongly, like, right after a show, even during the show. I remember thinking, like, praying, I really hope Phoebe Bridgers releases a live album, because I cannot underestimate, I cannot exaggerate how stellar the band sounded. Oh my god. A lot of extra instrumentation added to a lot of songs as well. The horn player seemed to just pop in at the most perfect times, still very unexpectedly, and oh my god, just lifted every song up, no matter which it was, just took it to another level, and I felt a spiritual connection with that horn. She started with Motion Sickness. Actually, she came out to, and then Motion Sickness just slayed. She then proceeded to fuck up my entire being by playing the first 4, maybe 5 songs off of Punisher in exact order. Bitch. Aside from me barely even hearing Phoebe's voice under the whole crowd screaming along to Garden Song, oh my god, that was such a good, like, peaceful and calming and euphoric. I'm running out of words, bruh. Kyoto was easily the most fun part of the concert for me. I was low-key most excited for this one too. I just knew it would be great, and everyone jumping around and singing every single word. It was magical. Again, like, it was everything I hoped it would be, but just such a sheer, absolutely perfect moment. After that, I was just kind of struggling not to cry. I remember specifically, not my favorite on the album, but Chinese Satellite having a lot of extra instrumentation. And like I said, I hope she releases a live album, because this literally had me thinking, like, wow, if they release this version, I will only listen to this version, probably. The band was just stellar. Like, that was the biggest thing for me. Obviously, the visuals and the lighting was amazing and, like, really fit perfectly, but from my ears, the band just... Scott Street was another big highlight for me. I really realized how much I actually loved this song just a few days prior to the concert. I always liked it, but definitely like probably my favorite off that album, honestly. And it was definitely a peak moment for sure. The way the song slowly progresses into a beautiful, dreamy jam felt like just such positive energy released from everyone around me. You just couldn't not feel the vibe. It was amazing. She did her new song Sidelines as well, which I was very happy for. Big fan of that song. Definitely a lump in my throat moment, a large lump. And she, of course, finished with I Know the End. She came out a little bit later to do a quick little acoustic encore, which was beautiful, but I Know the End was like, oh my god, like, I don't even know what to say, bro.
But I'm not gonna go down, it's my hometown and it's already on. I'm gonna chase it, I know, yeah, I've gotta go now, I know.
Obviously, just like the song, it builds up to an absolute glorious explosion. And one thing I don't know why I didn't expect, but when she screams in that song at the end and just lets it out, the audience screamed as well. I don't know why, I just didn't think that would happen. But it was literally just such a boom! My ears were just even more filled, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, I was frozen. What a finale. Like, what a finale. I can't. Now, I have to talk about something. It's impossible for me to gloss over it. If you were there, you probably know what I'm getting into. Scattered throughout this set, and even once during the opener, they had to stop the show. Someone needed help. Medics are on the way. Alright.
Oh. Somebody needs help over there.
Phoebe has some sharp ass eyes too, because there was one point she like pointed something way behind me and I was like, girl, what is going on? 5 times. They had to stop the show 5 times. And I just couldn't help but think, like, what is going on? I can still say this was by far the most chill concert I have ever been to. Easily. I don't even have to think about it. Now, there was a whole lot of 12-year-olds, just a lot of kids. There was even a lot of parents, I noticed. Dads looking for their kids after the show. Parents that, like, didn't even try to, like, dress for a concert. It was hilarious and very cute. And again, with this just unfathomably long line and the insane motherfuckers that camped out overnight. Why? My bro's best guess was that people who were literally there all day just didn't hydrate properly, or they just weren't built for it, I guess. So I just have to add a little bit of updates. There was way more posts about this on social media than I thought, and I saw a lot of people saying that the venue let in like 100 people at a time, like at the start. Just I don't really know how that's possible, but if that's the case, then yeah, that's fucked, and that does explain the literal wave mob of people that I saw when I was still in line running to the stage. I don't know why they would like hold people and then let a bunch of people in at one time. Again, that doesn't make any sense, but if that was the case, that kind of explains quite a bit, especially with the trampling at the start and all that. But yeah. It also poured rain most of that day, and it was coming down hard at some points. So much so that my train actually got canceled. That's why I had to drive out downtown literally last minute. Anyways, I couldn't tell you why so many people were passing out. I genuinely have no clue. It could be anything. You know, anything can happen at a concert, especially when you're in a sea full of people. But again, it's Phoebe Bridgers. Like, calm down. This is very... I just don't see... Obviously, you're excited, but I saw a full-blown rave at the exact same venue a week prior. It was 10 times hotter that day. The sun was beating, and there was no issues. I mean, that just goes to show, like, what type of fans and preparation, you know, EDM kids, they got that shit on lock, you know what I mean? They do this shit for a living. But from everyone I talked to, the fans were super chill and everyone was cool, but clearly there's just a couple of crazies that just, for whatever reason, like morality, logic, common sense, I don't know, everything seems to just go out the window when you're like, just that like borderline dangerous level of stan. I don't know, I just don't get it. This concert actually inspired me completely now to do a video on my concert pet peeves, because wow, look at this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you what? What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, like I'll save that for the next video. I'll probably put up a community post after this video goes up asking y'all your opinions. What are your concert pet peeves? Like, what do people do at shows that kill the vibe or just annoy the hell out of you? We'll get to all that. I'm gonna have to do some brainstorming for that one. Thank you so much for watching though. Much love. If you have any questions about the concert, please feel free to drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer. You can join the Ferda Tunes Discord if you want to talk to some super cool people about some super cool music. Great community in there. Over 200 Ferda family members. You can also support me on Patreon if you like and get access to hours worth of bonus content from your boy. And yeah, just thanks again. Check out some more of these concert overview videos. I love doing them so much, even if they get like 2 views, which is unusual. I just love doing them for me. I just can't wait to look back on these as like little time capsules for me, you know, core memories. You know, I always make some at concerts, man, and this one was definitely no exception. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff in the description. Much love, and we'll see you in the next one.